I feel like Pep Guardiola has almost got bored of winning, right? Now, hear me out here, right? I feel like he's almost got bored of winning, that he's literally trying to rebuild from within his squad without needing to rebuild. I.e., he had Cancelo, didn't play him. He's got Diaz and Laporte not playing them. De Bruyne are getting benched all the time now. Bernardo Silva getting benched a lot. Gundogan getting benched a lot. I feel like he's almost trying to rebuild a team whilst he's still got the previous players there. Do you know what I mean? Because otherwise, why would you come away from the tried and tested 4-3-3 that he has with the team? Like, why would you come away from Diaz and Laporte? Why would you come away from Gundogan, Rodri, and De Bruyne in the middle? You wouldn't. So I don't know. I feel like he's
definitely trying something else.
Yeah,
like it's like he's experimenting. It's like he's experimenting a new style of play, a new system with the same players to see if he can still get away with it. I don't know if that's how much he doesn't rate everyone else or how highly he rates himself, but sorry, Pep, it's not working, mate. You know, like that. It's not fucking working. Like, you're dying right now. Do you know what I mean? And the thing is, the one thing that made Pep's team special, he no longer has. So he needs to bring it back. He needs to bring it back, man. Do you know what I mean?
I agree. Look,
what's the deal with Laporte and Diaz? Those were his two best centre backs, and now they can't get a game.
I mean, let's be fair, right? If you and I are picking a Man City team, if we're the manager, and we might disagree on one or two, but essentially, if I'm picking a Man City team this weekend to kickstart my next 15 games to go and win the league, I'm going with Ederson in goal. You're going with Kyle Walker at right back, Diaz and Laporte, and then you're going to put Ake at left back because they've just let Cancelo go. I'm going Rodri, De Bruyne, Gundogan, and then I'm going Bernardo Silva, Grealish, Mahrez or Foden, and Haaland. That's what I'm keeping it simple. Play the tiki-taka, press, do what they do. But it's
this is me. I'm dropping Haaland. I'm dropping Haaland for sure. And I'm dropping KDB and I'm playing Bernardo in the midfield with Gundogan and Rodri. And I'm playing Mahrez and Grealish because Grealish and Mahrez together are Man City's two best wide players. When they play together on either side, they cause problems, bro, because they both run at players, innit? Like, Bernardo out wide, I don't like him out there. He doesn't do nothing. Like, I might even play Alvarez down the middle. But Bernardo out wide don't do it for me, bro. Like, he ain't got pace. He's not good 1v1, and he ends up going inside anyway. So
would you say he looks like a player that wants to leave? Because I mean,
but he's wanted to leave for 2 years, bro. He's openly said he wants to go Barcelona, and it's like they're holding him against his will. Like, he's been saying he wants to leave. Do you know what I mean? So
I find it quite funny. I find it quite refreshing that this man is almost like, well, we've won 4 of the last 5 league titles. I'm going to try some things. Listen, Rico Lewis. Is it Rico? It is Rico Lewis, isn't it?
Rico Lewis. Well.
Come on. You come in, you're going to be a right back, but essentially the whole game I want you in midfield with Rodri. Right? We're going to go to 3 at the back. Listen.
But he always plays inverted.
Yeah.
Inverted. But the problem is, like, if people study Pep's game, you have to realize that the reason why Pep plays a very ball-dominant style of football. And in order to play that way, you have to create overloads all over the pitch, innit?
Yep.
And he does that by his fullbacks tucking inside into the midfield, creating overloads in there. And then he plays the false 9 that drops in, that creates overloads in there. When you got Haaland all the way up there, away from everyone, it's more even, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you got one less player involved in the process. And then on top of that, KDB can't fucking run either. Do you know what I mean? Bernardo's not in good form. So it's like, it's a combination of not having the legs and also not having the players, because he was used to having, it was almost, when you play City, it's almost like you got the two fullbacks and then you've got the 3 midfielders and the false 9. So it's like playing like a 7v3 in the middle of the pitch a lot of the time, or an 8v4. And now it's more evenly matched because it just doesn't make sense, bro. Like, it doesn't make sense right now. That's why he's dropping De Bruyne as well, because De Bruyne's legs have gone. He tried doing the De Bruyne off Haaland thing, but they're both playing shit. So
Do you think that
Gotta play them both.
there's anything in this theory? I mean, it's all interesting theories because none of us know what's happening behind the scenes. But when I look at Liverpool, when I look at City, do you think that there's any weight in the fact that maybe the managers have been there too long? You know,
Oh yeah, 100%.
maybe the same voice for too long becomes a little bit monotonous. And
It's not even the same voice. It's also how rigid Pep Guardiola is. Do you know what I mean? Like he's not a manager like Sir Alex Ferguson, where Sir Alex Ferguson never had a style of play. Like he used to just bring certain players in and just say, "Yo, do your thing in it." Like that's what you. If you're a do your thing kind of manager, like a Ancelotti or something like that, you're all right, bro. Like players can play for you for a long time because they enjoy it. Like the thing is, when you're Jack Grealish, yeah, when Pep's got you doing donkey work, yeah, as soon as you're not winning no more, you're not enjoying it no more.
Right, yeah, of course, yeah.
You only enjoy playing for managers like Pep, managers like Jose when you're winning. As soon as you lose a few games, your head's gone, bro. Like this is what happens because it's like, hold on.
I
like,
agree.
There's no
it's Liverpool and City though, Rants. It's both of. If you look at it's both of them for me. You know, we saw it to a lesser degree without the winning with Poch at Spurs. I think when you have 6-7 years with the same person, you know, it's the same thing over again. It's the same voice. It's the same tactics. And as you said, if those tactics like Poch's was pressing, you know, if you've pressed and pressed and pressed for 5-6 years and it's the same players and that's not brought you success, at what point do you go, yeah, I don't fancy running that many kilometers today, right? Same with City, but with the winning. With City, it must be a little bit like, you know, what's the drive? What's the determination anymore? Is Pep just thinking of things to change it up for the sake of changing it up? I don't know. For all we know, Brants, for all we know, this could galvanise them, this whole thing. They could go on a run and win the league. For all we know, this could kick them in the backside and they fall down the table. But they've got too many good players there. They've got too many good players there. Whatever we think, they will go past the weaker teams.
They have got good players, but I think the attitude's stinking right now, bro. I feel like everyone's beefing. Like there's a reason why we've seen so much of a Kanji and Aki and them man, bruv. It's because Pep's clearly falling out with a lot of his senior players. Like KDB, I've never seen him not start KDB this much. Normally he might take him off and stuff like that, but you rarely see him starting games without him. Do you know what I mean? Like Pep was coming out saying, "Oh, we played together for so long and I know him so well and all these things." And bruv, like something ain't right there as well. Something wasn't right with Cancelo, bro. Like people are starting to grumble now. Do you know what I mean? Like Pep's not getting what he wants out of these players. I just think they're all getting sick of each other, innit? And this is the longest Pep's been anywhere.
Possibly. Could it be as well? If you look at it, it very much to me looks like he is moving away from his more senior pros.